Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides, beginning my guide for Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on Proud difficulty. Trying to remember what the hell this thing was called. I want to make a few announcements real fast. I know it's been a while since I've recorded anything. This recording took, 3 parts to do. Something like that, and each were like 30 to 45 minutes long, so it was a very rough world to do. When we go to fight Ursula for the second time, I bought 2 Thundara rings before I went and fought her. I kept fighting her over and over again and kept dying, so I went back, bought some Thundara rings, and we just went on from there. I will probably explain more of that when we get to that point. As of right now, the other thing I want to explain, the reason why it took forever is not only was I kind of lazy with just recording the gameplay first and trying to get it all completed. The other thing is, too, I moved out of my house. I'm now currently in a new house, a much nicer house. Well, they're both kind of like, they're both nice, but now I'm by myself for now until my brother moves in. As it is now, my setup down here in the basement is a pretty legit one. Too legit to quit. Fortunately, my computer doesn't really make too much noise anymore. I did recently kind of dust it out a bit. The fan, that is, so I guess that might have been what was causing the problems. I have no idea. I'll have to check and figure that out. I did record this yesterday, which was on my birthday exactly. And what ended up happening was my Audacity... No, my microphone. My microphone cut out halfway through the video. Like 15 minutes through the video, it cut out. I noticed this because when I went to go talk to my friend straight after, he was not responding to anything I said. I thought either he was just being a dick or he just couldn't hear me. Well, right before I actually did talk to him, I put in my USB, or I moved something around, and there was a shock. And I didn't know why there was a shock. And next thing I noticed, this was before I started recording. And then, well, I noticed the electric shock before I started recording the video. After I recorded the video, I talked to him, kept plugging in and out. He said, yeah, it kept breaking up and popping and stuff. And I was like, okay. So I switched him around a bit, called him again. Everything worked just fine. I looked at my Audacity and I was like, oh, fuck. You can't be serious. You know, it all screwed up on me. It was so painful. I was just like, oh, great. Now I gotta start over, you know, when I get the chance. Recently, I did something kind of stupid, and this is a personal thing. I mean, in my personal life, I should say. I don't want to, it's just retarded. Well, there's a few things I did buy, but there's something... Usually when people come up to me to sell something, I kind of tend to be a little bit nervous and anxious about things, especially when it comes to, like, you know, home security or anything like that. Wink, wink. Well, I'm thinking about just canceling it because it's a fucking annoying. It's a nuisance. I thought it'd be a good idea. No, now I regret it completely. And I have like a 3-day period to do it in. He came over like the 25th. Today's the 27th, and I have to get it by 28th tomorrow, or at least mailed out by tomorrow midnight, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it in time, or they're going to charge me, or what they're fucking going to do. I don't know. I want that shit out of here now. That's how I feel. I always do things out of... if I get pressured into doing something, sometimes I'll end up just doing it, and just getting tired of it. Which is why I hate when people pressure me into doing things anyway. This is why I always try to tend to say no when I'm around people I see all the time who try to pressure me into doing something. It's like, no. But then, you know, as soon as, like, there's somebody I've never met before, you know, some kind of weird stranger that is kind of legit, like he works for a business or something that, you know, like something like that, and just, for some reason, just can't say no. I freak out, and I don't know why. I must have autism or something. I must be fucking retarded. I don't know. I mean, I know those are 2 different things, but still, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just a retard, simple and straight. I can't make decisions on my own, apparently. I'm just a fucking moron. I always need help with everything. Well, anyway, I did buy a couple things. I actually bought 2 shirts today. Gonna have those in the mail, and I also bought a mouse pad for my computer. One of those, you know, those kinds of mouse pads. You guys probably know the ones. There were certain body parts I couldn't find that I wanted. The only body parts that I could find were, like, you know, the boobs and the butt. Everything else wasn't really available from Amazon. And if you're probably wondering what different body parts, I probably shouldn't tell you, because most of them are kind of embarrassing and or weird. So, we'll leave it at that. I'll let you guys decide that on your own. I hate not talking about my personal life because I like to be open about everything I do, but at the same time, I really probably shouldn't. It's just embarrassing to me to say I have certain things I like on certain people, and it just, I don't know, I'm just weird in general. If you're wondering, yes, I do like both sides of the field, but just, there's other particular body parts I'm talking about that I have particular interest in, too. There's a lot of shit that I like. Let's just put that there. Hell, I mean, if you want an example, me and my brother, one of my brothers, were going on Sumina, which is a hentai manga website, okay? Don't know what hentai manga is? Well, you must be pure and innocent. Because other than that, I don't know what to tell you. Basically, if you want to know, it's just anime porn, pretty much. But, you know, comic books. But Japanese versions of comics. And we were looking at the tags. There's a shit ton of tags on there. Like, at least 300 to 400 tags, maybe. Around there, there's a lot of different stuff. You know how, like, porn sites usually have, like, I don't know, I'm talking about porn on this. How they have, like, different tags, you know, for certain things. Like, your traditional shit and other different fetishes, too. Well, that's what Sumito does, but then some. And we had, like, we came up to 244 different tags that we both liked. We did a fucking tally mark and everything. That's what we came out with. Just different things we have interest in, you know, seeing. But I'm not one of those guys that actually goes out and talks to people in the first place. So, more than likely, any of that stuff that I like will probably never happen in real life anyway. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm a lonely loser, a sad and lonely loser, so I'm kind of just stuck in my own. Stuck in my own here. It's mostly my fault, kind of, because I just am the way I am. I don't like dealing with people that much. Sometimes I do, depending on who you are. Like, if I get along with you really well, you'll know it. You'll know it for sure. It's just like right off the bat. You'll be able to figure that shit out pretty quick. But there are times when I get pissed off at people, and I come back. I usually come back, you know? Like, I get pissed off at my friend or something. We end up getting, you know, we end up hanging out again anyway. It's just like, oh, well, you know, we got annoyed with each other for a bit. You fought for a bit, there you go, we're done. It's like that. That's when you know when you're true friends, if you can do something like that. And the other part of it, too, is just how society treats people like me anyway. Where, I mean, some of it's not true, of course. But you know how there's that catch-22? Like, if you're not a fucking man whore, like, if you don't get laid, or if you're a virgin or whatever, you know, if you've been single, like, all your life, that's unattractive. And therefore, you will never find a mate. It's just like, that's the catch-22. Like, it's like when I was trying to get a job for the first time. You need job experience to get a job. How the fuck am I going to get a job? Or how the fuck am I going to get job experience if I can't get a job? That's the catch-22, and I fucking hate it. And it's just like with my life when it comes to, like, relationships. It's just, there's, like, this stupid fucking catch-22 thing right there that always fucks. I feels like it fucks with me, you know. I have people always telling me, you know, like, this, that, and the other are fucking unattractive. Well, I guess I'm ugly then, you know. Why not just settle for that and just say that's the truth? Sorry to be so negative, but I've been kind of negative all day. I've been really pissed off today, just dealing with all this security shit. Dealing with all this other dumb shit that I don't want to put up with. And I do. That's my life for you. I do something stupid, I'm gonna have to learn my lesson, I'm gonna regret it. You know, hopefully they won't charge me too much for it. They're not supposed to, but, you know, things can happen if it's like a certain small fee. What the fuck ever. Oh, by the way, those shirts I bought, it was funny because there's a group I follow on Facebook. It's called Base to Moto, and they're a fucking hilarious group. Hopefully they never see this video. Hopefully they don't know who the hell I am. Regardless, I follow them on Facebook because they're a funny fucking group. I don't really talk or do anything really because I have nothing funny to say. No real good input to put in. Or no pictures besides. I'm basically one of those guys that just, I see the pictures, I laugh, I like. I take the pictures for myself. I steal the memes, and I bring them back to other people. No, I don't bring them back. I just steal them. That's pretty much what that is. Not really, no, because Mason mainly just does memes. I usually just take certain pictures from other websites and take those. Not other websites. From other Facebook groups, and I just take those for myself. Not really memes. I used to, but not anymore. Now it's just like, I take, you know, I say hit-type pictures and save them in my computer. Because, God forbid, I can't have enough. So, It was funny because yesterday they said they were going to release t-shirts tomorrow, which tomorrow is today. And they had a leaked shirt, and the design for it looked so fucking awful. Like, it was just the name. That's it. Like a plain white background, black lettering, just the name of the group. That's it. Shitty handwriting, everything. It's like leaked image of the, one of the shirts. Everybody laughed, had a good time. We all thought, ha, that's funny, nice try. I get on today on Redbubble. There's 15 different t-shirts, by the way. Yeah, I know, it's fucking crazy. So I get on there today, and I noticed that was one of the t-shirts. I was like, that's fucking ironic. Not ironic, but that's hilarious. How they actually literally did post the leak. A legit leak that didn't look legit, and what do you know? It fucking was. That's why I love the group so much. They're so fucking funny. There's another shirt design. It's just, it goes on and on and on. It's this whole fucking lettering about that one. It's got some girl. I don't know who she's from. I don't know where she's from. It's like some little anime girl thing. And it says like, Nani the fuck did watashi, or did something you say to watashi wa, or watashi, saying like a bunch of shit in Japanese and English both. Just goes on like a fucking like more than a paragraph, like a run-on sentence, like a run-on paragraph at that point, like a run-on novel. And there's another one I got too. It was another picture of an anime girl, of course. That's what most of this website is. It's like making fun of anime stuff. And she got glowing red eyes and it says, "Be gone, thought." And I was like, that's totally me. Like, I fucking hate hoes. And I hear about them all the time. I hear stories all the time, which is another reason why I'm kind of lonely and by myself, is because I don't have an attraction to sluts. I don't give a fuck about women who sleep around and just fuck around for money and stuff like that. And or men, whatever the case, doesn't fucking matter who you are. You're a piece of shit in my mind then. Like, if all you want from me is my money, fuck you, get out of here. And it just, if you knew me personally, it'd be more easier to explain this. I'm just a piece of shit, that's it. That's good enough. But yeah, like, the thought, if you guys don't know what that means, T-H-O-T means that hoe over there. So, yeah, it's weird how they use it as, like, an adjective. But even though it's just, it stands for that hoe over there, which is strange. Do they use it as a noun? I don't remember. Whatever the case is, they use it in a different, they use the abbreviation different than what the actual meaning is of the word. And it's funny, because it's like a double meaning thing. Like, the abbreviation just means, that hoe over there. But, be gone, that hoe over there. Well, I guess that could work. I guess you could say that. Sometimes, people say it like, man, I'm sick and tired of, thoughts. Thoughts just piss me off. It's like, I'm sick and tired of that hoe over there. Or those hoes over there, if you want to say that. Or whatever. It just seems weird, you know what I'm saying? So it's better just to abbreviate and call it thoughts. So this is the first fight with Ursula. Thank God we made this far. Oh my God, when we recorded yesterday, I was so brain dead. My nose was stuffy. Still is. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I'm still a bit congested. Not too bad. I didn't buy any medicine today. I was going to, but I just been so fucking running around and stressed out. And I couldn't take it. I didn't really buy anything. The only thing I did buy, though, is I got money for my birthday, so I just went out and spent it. Of course I did. Pre-ordered Injustice 2, which comes out next month, which is going to be fucking amazing. And I also bought Fear 3 for PS3, and yeah. I was originally going to buy Spec Ops The Line, but then I saw Fear 3 at Vintage Stock and I said, alright, fine. I still got $10 left over, so I might go find something else, maybe. Spec Ops The Line at GameStop was like $10, and Vintage Stock's like 15. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you guys? Anyway, this fight is not too hard. I hate it because it takes forever to do. If you run out of mana, just focus on Futzel and Jetsam, or whatever their fucking names are. Jetsam, I think, is one of them. And it's hard to explain how to do the well, but I know you have to shoot magic into it. I don't know if you have to shoot both ice and fire into them or not. It seems like you kind of have to. Not 100% sure on that. I assume that you have to, and I assume you have to counter Ursula's magic when she throws that in the well. She throws magic herself in there. There's like two different kinds of explosions. There's like the main one that attacks her and knocks her into a stun state. Then there's one that kind of shoots out like fireballs everywhere. Of course, if you shoot fire at the well when it's already charged up or something, it will shoot the fireballs back and hit her. It's kind of odd. It really is, I think. To me, it's such a strange fight. I don't really know how to do this fight. I just go with my gut feeling and just go with that. It was funny, it took me a while to remember what the fuck to do, and I was like, oh wait, that's right, ice and fire. I think this took me a couple parts. Yeah, see, that was the second explosion I was talking about. I think this took me like a couple parts to do this. Not a couple, no, it took me a couple fights. I think it took me a couple times before I actually got this fight down. And then the next part that's coming up, the next fight that's coming up, God forbid, that was a whole fucking part and a half. Like, this part right now that I'm in right now, this, I think it's part 2 of my recording session. So this is like around 45 minutes or so. Yeah, I cut out a lot of shit. I was lost for a while. I kind of forgot where to go. It's not a bad world necessarily. It's just I got confused of where to go, and the mechanics are hard to fight. Like, it's hard to fight underwater because you don't have most of your abilities, and it makes it extremely difficult to do. Speaking of abilities, earlier I got Leaf Bracer. You want to equip that as soon as you possibly can. I suggest it, especially for the next fight that's coming up. Oh my god. It's such a lifesaver, it's not even funny. So pretty much what it does is it, whenever you gotta heal yourself, it will kind of, how do I put it? God damn. Whenever you gotta heal, you can't take any damage and you can't be broken out of your healing state. So when that's equipped, it saves your ass all the time. It's really helpful. I don't know if it works for when you get healed by anybody else and or potions. I think potions are a no-no. I think it's when you go to cure yourself. I think that's when it activates. So that might be it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's just my guess. That's my take on it. Damn, I had to yawn there for a second. Whew. Guess I'm tired. I guess I'm more tired than I thought. Luckily, the recording hasn't fucked up yet. It might have been just for that few minutes I had. Maybe. Might have been that one time, that one day. Something fucked up. You know, it happens. Things happen all the time around here, it seems. One thing for sure is I definitely do kind of like my new setup now. Because I have my computer monitor over there. I now have a desk. Well, I had a desk before with both my giant-ass TV and... Well, that's not giant. It's not 70-inch. It's like 40 or 50-inch. It's a decent size. It's like a flat screen, but probably the smallest flat screen you could probably fucking find. And it's like $400, so that gives you guys any specific idea of how much it was, or you know, if you guys are TV people, you might understand. Oh, you got some piece of shit TV. Okay, so it's a Sony, by the way. I had that on my desk in my old room. My room was pretty cramped. I had my futon on the left side, and I had my desk on the right side. There was barely any leeway between the desk and the futon. It was like maybe, you know, 2 or 3 steps, and you were right there at the desk when you got out of the futon. And the futon was fully folded out. So I had to fold out the futon every time I wake up, which I kind of do anyway, regardless. If I was to sleep on the futon anyway, I actually now have my own bed in my own room. So that's kind of nice to have. It's a nice bed too. And I had that for a while. I had it stored up in the garage. So we had that small... It was a nice futon, really. It's kind of comfy, but it started breaking for a while. I can pretty much sleep on whatever and not have any effects besides my back fucking hurting every morning. That's probably about it. I can sleep on the carpet down here. It's nice. And we all... Yeah, like the desk and the futon were so fucking close together. My chair would only move back so far, which is why you can easily hear the background noise being picked up all the time. Now that I'm in my basement, I have plenty of room to scooch back. Yeah, I'm sure the computer will probably still make some noise in the background. I can't push it that far. Like, it's kind of hard to push it too far away. And I just have more room, pretty much. I have much more room to stay away from my computer to hopefully drown out some background noise if possible. So this is Ursula Part 2. I recommend keeping Cure Arrow on. She's got different kind of attacks. She has 2 phases too. Her first phase, which is this, where she's just basically just trying to beat the shit out of you naturally. She's constantly launching thunder attacks, which is already annoying. And to survive those, I learned that Thundara definitely fucking helps. Thunder rings. Thunder or thunder rings. If you can lessen the damage of that, you're great. And you should have seen, like, the first time I fought her, it took for... I died all the time. I got pissed off. Finally, you know, I just decided, you know what, screw it. Go buy Thundara rings. We'll see how that works out. It does. She has multiple attacks with her teeth, I guess, her mouth. She has one where she sucks you up like that. You can mermaid kick away from it. She has that second one you just saw there where she kind of shoot bubbles out of it. There is an audio cue to know which one she's going to do so you can evade it better. But I just wasn't paying attention. I just didn't care. There's... Yeah, because if you have arrow on, or just high enough defense, you can survive most of her attacks anyway. So, one of her main attacks is when she goes to suck up, you know, some kind of energy blast. Like this right now. When she makes that face, where she's trying to suck up some kind of energy wave, you can go behind her back and avoid the whole entire thing fully. And sometimes if you're lucky enough, if you're tricky enough too, you can make it behind her head and attack her that way while she's doing it too. Which is nice. And you can kind of stick to her face, which is nice. The reason why I recommend going behind her head most of the time is because of shit that she does, the shit that she does with her mouth. Where she sucks you up. It sucks. Yeah, it doesn't do much damage. I still don't want to take the damage for it, regardless. I want to beat her ass, you know, to the best of my ability. So once we get her down to, I think, a certain threshold of health, she'll eventually start whining and crying and be like, you know what, I'm just going to spam the fuck out of lightning. And it's a pain. Because not only do the lightning attacks get faster, but they also, I don't think they do more damage, but she has another attack that she gets too, where she can raise a trident in the air and shock the entire field. Almost unavoidable. Unavoidable. You need to avoid it, you need to heal. You can heal, you can just take the damage, whichever one. If you don't want to take the damage, just heal. That's what I recommend doing. Just heal through it because you have Leap Bracer at that point, so you should be fine. There really shouldn't be any problem with that, honestly. But I'm just throwing out, you know, tips and tricks. That's all I'm here for, guys. Hell, this is better of a commentary than it was yesterday. Oh my god. Rambling on about nothing the entire fucking time. I even stated, too, during the video, like, this isn't even a guide at this point, guys. This is just me just going through it. I mean, for the most part, you know, a visual guide's good enough for some people. It really is. I'm a visual learner. Some people aren't. Some people have better chances when it comes to audio. And, you know, if there's anything that is not visible, like what buttons I press, or what sequence of buttons I can press or do, I will tell you. I will tell you what I do. Other than that, Kingdom Hearts, it's not that fucking hard to figure out. You mash the X button the entire damn time. You know, again, like something off screen, I will tell you guys about it. So just watch the video, keep calm, you'll be fine, I'll get you through it. If you are actually playing properly. More than likely, I'm sure half my audience either stopped watching these videos because I don't fucking post them, or they already beat the game themselves and just decided, you know what, fuck this kid, he has no idea what he's doing, he's a dumb shit. Well, now that I know what I'm doing, and now I got it figured out, next up is Halloween Town, so I need to get my ass on recording that. Granted, if I really wanted to, I could just cut out my commentary right here. That's what one of my YouTubers used to. A couple of them actually. I don't know if Bick did it. I know that what's his name, Godfather Dictator. He does that sometimes. Shit, he cuts out his commentary at the beginning of the videos. Like, he'll have like a 15-minute video, and like 5 minutes of that is him talking, and then he'll just cut out the rest and just let you watch. Which I think is cool, but I kind of like having somebody to talk throughout the entire thing, just in case something else comes up, something specific, you know, visually. I don't know exactly what sequence he's doing. Like, I can't, you know, see, how did he do that fast? You know, it's like, oh, okay, so he canceled it. All right. Sometimes I can't see, you know, button cancels. I'm retarded. I can't do that. I mean, if somebody tells me, oh, you just do this, then you cancel real fast into L1 or something, you're good to go. Okay, that makes sense. You know, sometimes you can see it, sometimes I can't. Oh, I don't know why I said you than me. I don't know. I'm fucking brain dead, okay? Commentary on my channel is basically just milk from a horse, you know? You're better off just not getting it. You're better off not trying to milk a horse, if you know what I'm saying. Well, regardless. Yeah, I don't know. This fucking game. It's been killing me lately. I recently beat Deadpool, if that's anything to talk about. I recently beat PS3 version of Deadpool. Beat it, went back, beat it on hard mode, so now that's available to do as a guide. And also, beat all the challenges. Almost got a platinum. It's actually kind of an easy platinum. Just like Aaron said, he's a guy I work with. He's a buddy at work. He said, you know, it's a good game, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I wanted it for a while. I saw it. I actually watched videos on it. I thought it was fucking funny as shit. And then I just didn't buy it for a long time. I kept waiting and waiting and waiting. I see it and be like, not today. Not today. Then finally, you know, I decided, you know what? Hell with it. Fine. I guess I'll just go pick it up. I did. I fucking loved it. Yeah, thanks for the recommendation, by the way. I mean, I count that as a recommendation, if anything. Yeah, and I'm like 64% done right now. I recently got the max combo at 300. It was easier than I thought. I actually watched a different video than he watched. He went to Genosha and did his combo there. I went to the prison area, and there's like a spot where you can knock down these two guys. Like, one gives you shields and stuff. Or the enemy's shields, and there's like one big bulky dude with shields playing on hard mode. Bam, 300 combo, shoot him a shitload of times, you're good. Which actually, Deadpool on hard mostly is me just gonna be shooting, so yeah, I do that quite a lot. It worked. The guns are fucking powerful. But don't worry, guys, we're still doing God of War after this. Kind of, unfortunately. I like God of War, but you know, you do it so much, it just gets old after a while. It's still a great series. Still fucking good. It's just maybe, you know, I just need to stop playing it so much. Well, that's for one. Not to mention we're getting God of War 4 pretty soon, too. Oof. Don't know if I'm going to pick that up right away. Might not. Might pick that up near Christmas. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Alright, anyway, folks. I'm just showing off what I had equipped. So, Thundara Ring for the most part. Or Thunder Ring. Whatever the fuck it was. I think I can only... yeah, I guess it must have been Thunder then. Why the hell is it done? No. I think it was Thundara. Well, regardless, I had Thunder Rings on. Definitely helps in the last fight. I highly recommend it. It was smart. It was a smart move. My gut, my brain told me yes. And my heart said yes, do it. I did it. It worked out. Anyway, folks, next up is Halloween Town. And I will see you in the next episode of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on Proud difficulty. And as always, take care, everybody.